myself laugh, busting jokes on niggas. But aside from the distractions, that is literally the subject we're going to be talking about. I definitely got a few that coming up soon. The breakdown is I should have got some gum. Fucked it. The breakdown is for timeline divide on level C. Anything past 3, it's not complex. Anything past these 3 timeline divides, there's offense, there's defense, and there's the unfavorable what they want to happen in the intro. That'd be timeline C. A lot of people won't make it. A lot of people won't vibe and gel with this. I'm not trying to make this some kind of intro. I need to use this as notes so I can go ahead and create a perfect diagram, or as perfect as possible as I can. While under pressure and all that, while keeping everything as organized as possible. But timeline C they lead with confusion, lies, and distractions. Anything that basically detracts. This whole year, we've been fed, which every year, now you think about it, we've been fed a whole lot of media. There's going to be media that's going to be in your face. There's going to be a whole lot of bullshit distractions that may on the surface seem important or seem of value, but it's bullshit, and I promise you it is. It has nothing to do with anything. Like the cracker war of Ukraine and Russia, where they sound almost damn near exactly the same, but they're different in their ideologies. Or less pale, but still pale ass people in Iran versus fucking, whatever, them shits, and the Jewish people murdering women and children defenselessly, and claiming to be the just, upright ones, which historically known they've been doing this for thousands of years. I'm not here to point blame and finger on that. God has plans for these things, these creatures. I'm not here to pass judgment. But that being said, Jesus, this traffic is ridiculous. That being said, those same creatures that will murder women and children defenselessly and without call, right, or reason, all while over 100 years kicking out from the land they already preoccupied, as they've done many times before. These people also own the medical industry, the financial industry, pretty much damn near every industry you could think of. And they're using the exact same tactic on all colored people, even their own people. So, and they operate on every level you could think of: financial, psychological, mental, physical, you name it. So, and it's not to point, just to be aware of the said weapons. Because how can you defend something you're not aware of? And not to be picky, because you could be probably a Jewish person that's using these tactics to escape the wickedness of said people. Or people that use similar tactics. Because Jewish, obviously, even since actual slavery time, have owned slaves and still do. Oh, Jesus, this traffic. Hold on. Watch this. There's a large gap over here. This motherfucker braking randomly. Anywho, like I was saying. And now that I pointed out... Okay. And I doubt I'll use this video for recording, but I do have pieces to it that I could use. I mean, for evidence and whatnot. So yeah, Plan C. their main game, those type of people, or whoever may be, or their slaves, or business, evil business partners or whatever. And it doesn't have to be them. This is also a spiritual battle. It doesn't matter who or how it happens, it's happening. And we need to stop that from happening. 1, pray, get right with God, follow God's laws, statutes, and commandments. 2, use wisdom. And this is the wisdom part. The wisdom part is, for plan C, stop giving your energy to negative shit. And, oh yeah, I'm creating a diagram if I do post this online. And it'll be damn near almost free. I'm gonna make it affordable if I make a real expensive diagram just to cover for my time. And I'm actually gonna try to make this more organized, more, better than the random bullshit. Because the plan that I'm using is actually working, but it's a little complex. I can't just draw, it's not a straight line because you'll have people that hinder you. Like, there's other people on YouTube that I watch, and they get the gist too. It's where they attack you, and they keep you preoccupied with your attack so you can never make progression. This attack comes from distraction. Fear is the energy that they feed off of, like the archons actually feed off of, which is a whole spiritual realm that I'm not going to cover here. But yeah, there's people that are demonic in nature. There's no spirit in them. And there's many of them. And some look like you, some don't. But regardless of that, if to eradicate and prevent Timeline C, you have to be of great courage and great faith and be of purpose, have no idle hands, working towards a great understanding. The enemy's goal is to distract and keep you off of receiving the blessings. If you're busy like yelling at a dog to stop barking while you're walking towards your blessings or your grand home that you were rewarded to receive, then you'll never make it there, because all an opposition has to do is keep getting more dogs or placing dogs along your path, one after another, or multitudes, or placing evil beasts of burden in your path to hinder you. Like, but there's just like all matrices, I don't know what the plural of it is, but there are plurals. There's a coding to it, just like there's coding to everything else. And within that coding, you'll find answers, because there's obviously glitches. It's not glitches, these are actual solutions. But they'll cover it up as glitches or mistakes or whatnot. You don't have to be concerned about certain things. You don't have to interact with certain people or certain things or certain conversations. You don't have to entertain certain things. And I can cover on my part, but I'm gonna do that in a separate video just for myself, so I can take notes, so I can help try to build a diagram, because I need to be a living example of how my stuff actually works. But yeah, oh yeah, now I recall, I'm going to predict that there will be, in the next month or two, or less actually, in less than 2 months, there'll be another global major distraction that's going to happen. Today is what? August the 10th, on a Saturday. In less than 2 months, there's going to be another distraction, global, some news update, something. And if it happens sooner than in a month or two, then it's going to be something that progressively gets worse to keep most people distracted, especially for what I'm planning to do. But I think it's on a larger spiritual scale. And I can't define it exactly to break it down to where I link everything. Well, not in this short little span. It's going to have to be broken down in multiple pieces for it to be understood. But yeah, anybody sees this, mark my words. August 10th, in a month or two, there's going to be something massive. I can feel it because we're all linked spiritually on the frequency that we spiritually reside at. And people on a certain frequency or higher are doing certain things simultaneously for some reason. Like we all are hive-minded in a different manner. Like there's people that are spiritually and physically, almost physically, mentally brain dead. And they on a human's frequency scale, they're really low, or I forgot how to say it. There's something like that. I'll figure out the name and I'll put it on the next video. And they operate in a certain manner and respond to certain things. If you raise your frequency, and a certain group of people are raising their frequency, they are all simultaneously, whether it's internal work, external work, or all the above, and things I haven't mentioned, are all working on the same things. That's why you can find an algorithm of people on YouTube that are relating to you on the same thing, expressing the same shit that we're all expressing, even without even being aware that they're doing it at the exact same time. That, or I'm the only one in this fucking matrix and everything's responding to it. But that's preposterous, right? I don't know. I'm just saying, man, I can only speak from my perspective. And hopefully somebody can relate. There.